Feet are on the floor, palms maybe up or down, whatever just allows your shoulders to relax. Maybe cradling the right hand in the left, thumbs touching gently. But just find that place for the start of your practice that allows you to drop the shoulders down the back. Relax the jaw, lowering the gaze slightly or closing the eyes if that feels nice. And just allowing your body to settle in. Allowing the mind to turn its focus to inhaling through the nose and out through the nose. Just watching your breath, not changing, just allowing your mind to let go of what it's holding on to and just breathe in, breathe out. Bringing the mind's focus to the rib cage. Feeling the expanse of the ribs on the inhale and the effects on the shoulders and the hips. And observing how your body follows the exhale. Deepening the breath now and feeling the difference in the effects. Nice full deep inhale. Feeling the shoulders rise. And gentle exhale through the nose, relaxing the neck, shoulders, hands, face. A couple more breaths, nice deep, expansive inhales. And releasing with the exhales. Very nice, bringing gentle movement to the fingers, dropping the hands down, stretching out and up. Nice wide fingers. Palms turning out, slow exhale through the mouth, lowering the arms. Again, inhale, reaching up and out. Nice exhale through the mouth, lowering the arms. And then reaching up again, palms together, nice inhale. Slow, steady exhale through the nose, hands to heart center. Just releasing everything we don't need for your practice. And focusing on how nice it is just to breathe, just to move. Very nice. Inhale, arms stretching up. Slow, steady exhale through the nose, down. And then grasping the hands in front of you. Totally your option of fingertips together if your shoulders really don't like your hands together. But if you can keep your arms even in your lap, clasping your arms in front of you with straight arms as possible, we're just going to gently work on the shoulders in your range. So inhaling very slowly, finding your range for your arms, whatever works for you. Inhaling up. And at the top of your range, exhaling slowly down. Do that a couple times at your pace, your range, whatever that is. Inhaling up, in through the nose. And exhaling slowly through the nose. Continue a couple more times. So nice to bring our mind's focus into that joint, being nice and gentle. Keeping that joint moving, allowing the mind to really focus by syncing with the breath. Let's do it 2 more times. Very nice. Bring your hands down to steady. We're going to come behind the back if you can, either fingertips to the low back or holding one wrist with the opposite hand and being mindful of which hand has the hold of the wrist. So whichever wrist is being held, bring that arm in a little closer to your body. So tucking that elbow in, relax the face, relax the hand that's being held, relax the shoulder, the elbow. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel how the breath moves into the shoulder. Gentle resistance with the hold, only to your range of comfort. Deepening the breath here, just intensifying the stretch only from the inside gently. And exhale, releasing. Very nice. Gently moving the arms back to the center, changing the grip, holding on to the opposite wrist, and gently guiding that elbow in behind the back, just to your range, gentle with our shoulders, but the stretch that we get from our neck and shoulders is so important. Breathe in, breathe out. This slow mindfulness with the breath, helping prevent any injury and just staying with our nice, gentle, challenge stretch range. Relax the shoulder, relax the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Good, nice deeper breath here. Continuing that stretch from the inside. And releasing with the exhale. Very nice, guiding gently back to the mid-back. Hands to the knees now, opening up into our goddess pose with the legs. Nice wide knees. Let's really wake up the legs this morning, pulling the knees back so you can see the big toes. Just breathe in, breathe out, feel the muscles we're activating here. Good, and let's activate the arms. Start with goddess arms first. Just using the breath. Again, awareness with the breath, nice deep inhales. Feeling the stretch, feeling where we have to keep strong to hold the arms up. And then inhale, reaching up. Reaching with the fingertips, exhaling slowly and really purposefully, moving those elbows down toward the hips. Exhale. Inhale, slow reach, sort of fighting yourself as you reach up. Exhale, resisting with the breath, pulling the elbows down. One more, keeping the knees nice and open, reaching with the fingers, activating that stretch and reach. And exhaling slowly down. Very nice. This next little series, we're going to do our kind of our forward reach with our warrior two and our backward exalt. I'm going to do it seated today because I need a little more stretch in my back. So you can always do start with your warrior 2 feet if you'd like. I'm going to do it seated. So I'm going to turn my knee and stretch my other leg behind me. Totally fine to do this standing if you prefer. Just get a little bit of a different stretch seated. So we have our warrior 2 feet, warrior 2 reach, arms extended over the feet, so strong whether you're sitting or standing, activating the feet, the legs. Inhaling and exhaling, our chest and belly are more forward, head turned to look out over the front arm. Very good. Now we're going to lean forward, either hand to the knee or on the hip or forearm. Stretch out, exhale. Then inhale, rotating that back arm back, reaching the front arm up, looking up at the face. Inhale. Do this just a few times. Exhaling and inhaling, exhaling, reaching forward, stretching. Inhaling, coming back with the back arm up with the front arm. Feeling that expanse in the ribs. Exhale, reach. One more time, floating that back arm back, coming up, inhale with the front arm, looking up. And now coming forward over that front leg, we're gonna hold the pose, but not the stretch. So we're stretching our back leg toward our front arm, upper arm. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Good, inhale, reaching with those fingers up toward the ceiling, bringing it up. And then exhale, arm back. Inhale, arm up. We'll hold this posture, but not the breath. Inhale and exhale, feeling the stretch through the front body. Couple more breaths, nice strong feet. Good, inhale, reaching with the hand and coming back to our warrior two. Very nice. Inhale, both arms up. Turning the toes to the center, hands on the hips. If you're in the chair, moving your leg in and switching sides. So turning your toes if you're standing. Opposite leg now in front and bent. Finding a place for your back leg. The front leg, if you're standing, the front heel should come back to a line behind your back heel. But you can always open that rail system up for your balance. Now finding our warrior two, chest and belly facing forward. Gaze looking out over the front arm. Inhale and exhale, relax the shoulders. Reaching with the hands, strong feet. Breathing in, breathing out. Very nice, nice deep inhale. We'll lower down over that front bent leg just a bit. Reach with the exhale. Inhale, coming up, reaching up. Back arm over the back leg, front arm looking up to the hand. Exhale, rotating back down, kind of a windmill. Inhale, back arm over the back leg, inhale up. Exhale, reaching, windmilling down over the bent leg. One more time, inhale up. Nice, inhale and exhale, reaching down. This time holding the posture, breathing in, breathing out. Feeling that stretch in the side body from the fingertips down to the ankles, strong feet. Breathe in, breathe out, relax the face. Very nice. Inhaling, up, up. And exhale, dropping the arm. Inhale, coming up with the arm. Then looking up at the hand if you can. Or just bringing your stance where you can look up a bit. Inhale and exhale, feeling that stretch in the front body. Mindful not to press into that back knee with the hand. Very nice. Inhale, stretching those fingers up, up. And exhale into our warrior two. Relax the shoulders, keeping those feet engaged, pushing into the mat, reaching with the hands. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Turning the palms up. Inhale, bringing the hands up. Turning the toes. Exhale, hands to the waist. And then seated or standing, coming into goddess pose. Arms up. Stretching, inhale, reaching up. Straightening the legs if you're standing. Exhale, bending the knees, bend the elbows. Inhale, stretching, straighten the legs up. Exhale, down, bending the elbows. Nice. If you're in goddess pose standing, go ahead and turn the toes in and relax. I'm going to come up and join you. Come up out of my chair. If you're seated, bringing the feet under the knees, leaning forward over the feet so you really feel the heat, the weight in your heels. If you're standing, you can drop your knees and move your seat out so you feel that heat, weight in your heels. Then come up if you're in the chair, holding the posture. Coming back, the weight in your heels will keep your, protect your low back. Nice straight back, 2 more breaths. Good, and then as we inhale, we'll push the ground away with our heels, stretch the arms out, reach up, up, up. And exhale, lowering the arms. I'm going to do a bit of a sequence here. And just have your chair in front of you. So grounding in with our standing. Feel your feet nice and grounded. They'll balance us as we move our arms. We're going to take that grasp again with our hands. Whatever works for you, grasping the fingers. And you know your shoulders. If it feels better for you, you like your palms out or palms in. Whatever feels good. We're going to inhale slowly, micro bend in the knees. Inhale slowly, reaching the arms up. Find your range. And slowly exhale through the nose. 2 more times. Inhale up. And exhale down. Keep that micro bend of the knees so you don't get too sway back or hyperextend your knees. 1 more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. Now we'll inhale up again. And exhale over to one side. Inhale, reaching up, up with the arms toward the ceiling to straight. And exhale, other side. Really feeling that hip and ribs opening. Couple more times each side. Inhale, reaching up to the ceiling. Exhale down. You can keep the belly to the low spine as you come up. Exhale down. This also works great with your hands on your shoulders. I've lost count. I think 1 more time each side. Inhale up. And exhale down. Now we'll take an inhale here. And then bending the knees, exhale, straight back, lowering the arms, coming down to the chair. You have a nice straight back here. Little micro bend in the knees. Inhale, just reach up to one side. And exhale down. Inhale up the other side. Exhale down. 4 more times. One more time each side. Very nice. And then the chair is certainly there if you need it, but keeping our front flat back half lift. So we're sort of halfway, our back is straight, bent over, nice little bend in the knees. You can bend your knees a lot if that feels better for your back, totally your practice. We're gonna drop our arms. Again, use the chair if you prefer that for balance. Drop our arms. Our head though is staying in line with our spine. Presence to the hands. We're going to do a wingspan. So we're going to inhale, reaching up, the back of the hands reaching toward the ceiling. Exhale slowly down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now we're going to bring the arms up and hold for just a couple of breaths. Really great for strengthening our back, our shoulders. Presence in the feet, relax the face. You can do it, just a couple breaths. Very nice. Exhale, floating the arms down slowly. Good. Hands to the knees, bend the knees, and then straighten the arms, which will bring us up. Pull the shoulders up. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your shoulders again, clasping the fingers. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, we're going to bend the knees. Exhale, floating the hands down to the chair. Inhale, one arm up. Exhale, back to the chair. Inhale, other arm up. Exhale, back to the chair. Inhale, both arms out in our wingspan. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hands to the knees. Nice deep bend in the knees. And then straightening the arms first, bringing the back up, straightening the knees. Inhaling, reaching out and up. And inhale down. Very nice. Now having your chair nearby, I'm going to kind of keep it sideways, I think, so you can see me not blocking with the chair. We're going to take our goddess feet again. I'll just do this. Our goddess feet again. Coming down, let's do just a couple ups and downs. You want to make sure that your knees are not past your ankles. So inhale, pushing up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Up, nice straight back. Exhale down, and now holding your posture and holding onto the chair or waist if you want this to be more of a balance challenge. 1 foot at a time, come up on the balls of your toes. So holding the posture as you can, just 1 foot at a time. Come up on the ball of that toe. Nice and slow, maybe inhale up, exhale lower, and opposite side. Syncing the breath just keeps us mindful of our movement. Don't rush through anything. One more time each side. Very good, and then neutral. And then here's where the chair is really handy. We're going to try both feet. So come up as possible for you. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale up. Totally fine if your feet are together and you're just coming up on your tiptoes. Doesn't have to be in goddess. You know you. Just come up a couple. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And now next inhale, we're going to hold for just a couple breaths. You can do it. Inhale, relax the face. Very nice, last breath. And exhale slowly. Very good. Great, bringing the feet together. Little bicycle. Before we do our full balance, we're going to do sort of a moving balance challenge. So feet probably, I'd say hip width apart, maybe a little less because we're going to be picking one leg up at a time very slowly. And the balance is in the up and the balance is in the down. So and feel free to hold on to the chair or a wall. Feel your body though, as you do a sort of a very slow march. So inhale, lifting up. Exhale down. Opposite leg, inhale up. Exhale down. Down slowly, don't let the leg just drop. Hands out like in our tree pose if you'd like. Just sync your breath. Very slow, very mindfully. Inhale up. Exhale down. Challenge yourself to how high your knee can come, nice and slow. Let's do 2 more times each side. Very nice. And this time, as you bring your knee up, we're going to go into our tree pose. So bringing that knee up, opening, and then finding the spot for today for your balance. I'm a little tippy. Find the spot for you. Trees move, it's okay. Fixing your gaze on something steady. Feeling that foot rooted in, crown of the head reaching skyward, up through the spine, so strong. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Very nice. Inhale that knee forward and slowly exhale, dropping the foot and the leg. Moving into the other side, weight shifted to the opposite foot. Inhale, knee up, out. Exhale, placing the foot on the calf or on the ground in sort of a kickstand if that's better. Honoring what your body's asking for. Fixed gaze. Strong roots, strong reach. Very nice. Inhale, knee coming forward. Exhale, slowly lowering down. Walk it out a bit. Very nice. Coming back to our chair. We're going to loosen up the back a bit and our shoulders from the work that we were doing with some cat-cow. So you can take a nice wide cat-cow if you'd like, or try it differently with your legs a little more together. But either way, hands on the knees. We'll start first with tucking the tailbone for an exhale, reaching back with the mid-back, tucking the chin to the chest, exhale. And as you inhale, moving first with the tailbone, reaching out and up, dropping the belly, reaching with the chest and face forward, inhale. And exhale again, starting with the tucking of the tailbone first, flowing with the spine. Do this several times at your own pace, maybe closing the eyes. Really sensing where the breath is going. Just allow the mind to flow. Let's do 2 more complete rounds wherever you are. Ending on an exhale and then coming to neutral when you're finished. And then coming to neutral, very nice. The edge of the bed or your computer table, anywhere on the couch. That's always kind of instant yoga for me, is a nice cat-cow, a nice deep breath. And we'll move into an eagle and doing some twisting. We're going to either cross your ankles or your knees if that's comfortable for you, whatever works for you. If your left knee is over your right, let's mirror the legs with the arms. So if it's your left leg on the bottom, left arm on the bottom, right arm on top, left arm on top. Bend the elbows and either back of the hands together, hands on the shoulders, or wrap the fingertips into the palm. Then allow your mind to relax. The twist is a bit of a puzzle for the mind with what the muscles are doing. Breathe in, breathe out. You can play with your own stretch if it feels really nice to tuck your elbows towards your knees and allow your head to hang. That's your practice. If it feels better to raise your elbows and maybe look up a bit. Just do it slowly, purposeful breath. Feel where the breath is going and the stretch in the back. Very nice. Then leave the legs where they are, unwind the hands, and opposite cross the hands, but leaving the legs alone. A little different twist in the hips and back. Take some nice deep breaths in, deep breaths out, stretching in with the inhale, releasing with the exhale. Again, curling forward if that feels nice, or looking up and raising the elbows a bit. Very nice. Inhale, unwinding the hands, gently lowering them to the legs. We'll opposite cross the legs, ankles or knees, whatever feels good. First, we'll mirror the legs. Whatever leg is on top, that arm is on top. Bending elbows, opposite twist the hands or back of the hands together, or cross the elbows and rest the hands on the shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out, maybe close the eyes. Relax the shoulders, relax the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Very nice. Gently let go of the fingers, the arm hold. Recross the arms opposite. So a little different stretch in the hips and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Very nice. Nice deep inhale. Relax the hands, fingers, draping to the legs. Relax the legs. Let's give ourselves a hug. So nice open arms reaching out. Exhale, crossing one elbow over the other, hugging the shoulders. Minding which arm is on top, we'll inhale. Opposite cross. Very nice. Inhale. And exhale, arms down. Just do what feels good for you, for your shoulders. We're going to come into our inversion. I think we've done this before, but I would like to do this again this week with sort of, it's called a spider, and it's a little bit more of a cross of the arms as we invert. So wherever you are, if you normally just keep your head above your knees, just put your hands, cross your arms to the opposite knee. And if the floor or the blocks below are accessible to you as you come down, try to put the top of your hands on the ground, palms up, crisscross, cross with the wrists, and allow the head to hang. And I'll tell you when we're sort of halfway so you can gently cross in the opposite direction. So allow the shoulders to relax. This is not an intense twist at all, but just a different way for the arms to hang. So find your inversion spot. If the eye pressure or blood pressure is an issue, please, this is not for you. Keep your head above your heart on this and just allow the chin to drop to the chest. But inhaling deeply at first to really stretch the ribs, and then exhaling slowly to relax. Drop the shoulders, drop the chin. Mindfulness to the hands, and then gently opposite cross the wrists, just sliding one arm behind the other, or gently changing the hold on your knees. Relax the chin. Breathing in, breathing out, feeling the belly on the legs. Allowing the breath to do the stretching and releasing. Very nice. Bringing presence again to the hands and keeping your head and chest where it is, placing the hands palm down on the knees, and then so slowly, as you slowly inhale with a gentle open gaze, lifting the body up to seated. A gentle gaze, allowing the reorientation. Nice movement of the body to be inverted and come back up. Very nice. Then dropping the hands down to the side, inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, dropping the ear down to one shoulder and cradling that arm that's where the ear is touching, just draping that hand over to the side of the head. Very gently, not pulling the head down, just easing. And then reach with that straight arm. Find the spot. We did a lot in the shoulders and upper back today. So finding that spot with with the straight arm that feels good. Maybe really reaching to intensify the stretch. Relax the face. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Then gently sliding that hand from one ear to the opposite temple, just gently lifting the head up. Maybe nice and kind to our necks. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dropping the opposite arm, tipping the head to the opposite ear, gently placing the hand on the upper side of the head. And again, finding the spot that this shoulder or this side of the neck needs. Breathe in, breathe out, allow that breath to flow in and do its magic. Exhale, release what we don't need. Good, nice deep inhale. Gentle exhale. Sliding the hand around the temple, lifting the head gently. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale gently. We're just going to put the back of the hands just to the bottom of the hips, top of the seat. Inhale and look over one shoulder to your comfort zone. Holding here, we'll inhale and exhale gently, maybe extending the gaze. Dropping the hands down to your chair if you find your shoulders are up too close to your ears. Inhale and exhale, feeling the stretch in the neck, across the chest. Very nice. Nice deep inhale, belly to spine, bringing the head back to front. And exhale over the opposite shoulder. Letting the breath relax the shoulders. Extending the gaze past the range of the head if that feels good. Very nice. Nice big inhale, unwinding the head gently back to front. And exhale, dropping the arms down. We're going to go into sort of a wide goddess pose, just as our last thing for sort of a full body, intense kind of reach. So opening the angles of both our goddess legs and goddess arms, so kind of a wide sort of between a star and goddess. I want you to activate your feet, activate your fingers, sort of intensify, kind of pull the muscles in toward the center, but reaching out at the same time. So we're just really activating the whole body. Reach out, but our limbs are bent, so we're also sort of contracting at the same time. Breathe in, breathe out, feeling the whole body activated, back, belly, legs. Don't hold the breath, breathing in, reaching, contracting. Nice deep inhale and relax. Lower the arms, relax the legs. And then just holding on to one foot. Just give your ankles a nice roll. Nice and slow in one direction. Opposite direction. And then a nice squeeze with both hands all around the foot and ankle. Be kind to our feet. Very nice. Opposite foot. A nice hold. Rotating the ankle one way. And rotating the other way. And a nice squeeze and massage. Very good, and relax. So we'll get ready for our Shavasana. If you have any sort of wiggles or movements you'd like to do before we rest, I'll put a blanket over my lap. To get cozy, you can always put a pillow under your feet or a pillow behind your back if you want to stay in the chair, or you can move to the floor or a couch. Whatever lets you relax and release for a few minutes for our sitting or chair Shavasana, or floor or couch. So as we release and relax, feeling our feet, our heels heavy, sinking into the support, into the floor. Heavy and relaxed and released. Our knees are relaxed. Thighs and hips. Relax, release. Every breath moving into the body, releasing the low back, mid back, upper back. The belly is relaxed. The ribs, each movement in and out. Total relaxation for the body. The hands, forearms, elbows, shoulders. Each breath moving into the shoulder blades, neck, filling with relaxation. Exhaling ease and peace. The jaw is relaxed. Face, cheeks, the ears are relaxed. Eyes, temples letting go, so relaxed. The forehead, allowing the breath to move in, release any holds. Soothing energy moving in with the breath. Releasing through the crown of the head. Total relaxation. I invite you to continue your Shavasana if you would like. If you're waking, allowing the breath to bring gentle movement to the fingers and toes. Deeper breath, bringing gentle movement to the hands and feet. Just stretching what feels nice, or staying in Shavasana if that feels nice. And then inhaling, gently stretching the arms so slowly overhead. Palms together, hands to our heart space. Knowing that your yoga and your practice and the peace is with your breath. It is something you can carry with you all day. And may we find peace and joy and love and light in our day. And may we share that peace,